Welcome to 1170th Tree Talk. Today we will focus on medicinal trees. All of us are familiar with medicinal herbs and small perennials, but what about the medicinal trees? So let us visit this herbal garden in the school and you are able to see the medicinal trees which are growing inside. One is Arjun tree, which is also known as in botany as terminally Arjuna. This particular tree is known for the bark decoction or that is used as the tea substitute as Arjun Shal Chai, which is very useful for heart health. So it's kind of the heart doctor tree. This is a kind of myrobalan and this is under the same genus Terminalia to which our Harad and Baheda belongs. So rather we have the four myrobalan trees growing in the herbal garden. One is Amla, which is also a kind of myrobalan called as embolic myrobalan tree, used in Chavanprash, rich source of iron and vitamin C, used in shampoos as a hepatoprotective. Another myrobalan tree is Baheda, which is called as the Bellaric myrobalan. And again, ingredient of Trifla churn. Very important, this grows wild in Shivaliks also in the forest, jungles. And third myrobalan tree you are able to see that is Harad. In Sanskrit called as Haritiki. In Sundarban area, we have seen people using its fruits, Harad, for developing the cuisines also with milk. Otherwise, this is also the ingredient of Trifla, churn, and its fruits are also pickled. And one of the Raj Harad is growing in the Mathwar area, which is very having the high quality uh, Harad with a lot of medicinal qualities, good for digestion, good for blood purification. Even it is considered as the incarnation of Shalputri. Another myrobalan, this is Arjun, the terminally Arjuna. This is also called the Arjunic myrobalan. So these four myrobalan trees, all these are medicinal trees. We have two other trees, which one is called as the Maha Nimb and other is Nimb. Maha Nimb is basically Bakain tree or Drank tree. The seeds and fruits have the insecticidal activity like the neem. But even in South India, neem leaves and neem flowers, they are also cooked as cuisine. The bark is useful in the treatment of various skin ailments and also to keep the maintain the mouth hygiene. So rather we see the neem products even in many toothpastes. This is very useful and very prominent revered tree of India. In Jagannath Puri, the Puri temple, even the idols of Jagannath, Balbhadra and Subhadra, they are made out of the wood of the neem tree. Neem tree in English is called Margosa tree. It has the unipinnate leaves. But in comparison to neem, we have the drink where we have the two pinnate or three pinnate leaves. And its fruits are also insecticidal. They are used to kill lice and even its leaf extract has the antibacterial action and they bakain or drink is also useful in the treatment of menstrual troubles and even for the treatment of various skin diseases. It has antifungal action also. The twigs are also kept in the grains and pulses to keep the insects away. That is another bio-insecticidal action of this bakain tree, or we call drank in Dogri. Another tree which you are able to see that is the Kadamba. This is Neolmarchia Kadamba. This particular tree is earlier called as Anthocephalus Kadamba. Even its leaf extract have very useful anti-malarial activity, antibacterial, and even its fruits, rather they are flowers, on ripening, they become very juicy and they are also made into the kind of chutney and they are eaten. But the actual Krishna's Kadamba, which we find in the Shivaliks in Jammu Hills, that is naturally growing, that is another Kadamba, that is Mitragaina parvifolia. In Jatwal or in many other locations in Dialachak and even in Jammu, Thathar, that Baba Kalaknath Mandir, we see the huge old trees, heritage trees of Mitragaina parvifolia, locally called as Cam, and they are wrapped by the ladies, and even you see the sacred threads fastened around the trunks of the Mitragaina parvifolia. That is the true Krishna Kadam. But this particular Kadam, which you see with large leaves, this is Neolamarchia Kadamba or Anthocephalus Kadamba. But this is also medicinal tree, and a particular tree which we are able to see another, this is a kind of small shrub or a small tree, Moraya canigai. This is a curry leaf tree, and its leaves are also rich in iron and vitamins, and very useful for heart ailments and even good for piles. And it takes care of even your growth of hair. So especially the leaves are burnt in coconut oil, and that oil mixed with the coconut burnt leaves, that is used for taking care of your hair, the growth as well as their preventing the graying of the hair. This Moraya canigai, locally called as drunkle, this is also the larval host plant for the lime butterfly. But another Moraya you are able to see, this is Moraya paniculata, locally called as commony. It is known only for its fragrant flowers, and it is a evergreen nature shrub or a small tree which you find even in Janana Park in Jammu. And there are other medicinal plants which one particular plant, this is introduced from Africa. This is Bernonia amygdalina. This is also reported to be anti-diabetic. Thank you. Welcome to 1000.